I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on linear programming. Here is an example with two variables. Let me thank my subscriber for posting this question. The question here is, a dog owner wants to minimize the cost of buying of dog food for his bulldogs. Two types of dog food are available, mixed with three kinds of minerals: calcium, phosphorus, and potassium. The cost of dog food A and dog food B is $20 per kg and $16 per kg, respectively, where as the minimum requirement of calcium, phosphorus, and potassium are 75, 50, and 30 units, respectively. Also, in 1 kilogram of dog food A, 5 units of calcium, 2 units of phosphorus, and 3 units of potassium are mixed. In 1 kilogram of dog food B, 463 units of calcium, phosphorus, and potassium, respectively, are mixed. How many of each type of dog food must be bought to minimize the cost? So this is a rather lengthy question. I'd like you to pause the video, read it, understand, and then try to solve it. Let's break down this information and put it in the form of a table. So we are talking about two types of dog food. Let me call them as type A and type B, whose cost is given to us, right? Now, in any linear programming question, we'll have few constraints and we'll have equations based on those constraints, and then we have to identify our objective. Here, the objective is absolutely clear. We are looking for minimum cost, right? So there are two kinds of food. Let me call them as A and B. Their rate, the cost of this food is type A will cost $20 per kg and B is $16 per kg, correct? So that is the cost of A and B. So when we are saying per kg, let us also write down how many kg of each should we take, right? So let's take kg of each. So let me write this as y and this as x. Okay. Now we are saying that the dog food has three important ingredients: calcium, phosphorus, and potassium. So these three should be there in some minimum quantity, which is 75, 50, and 30. So let's make a table here. So these three columns represents calcium, let's say C, A, C, and for phosphorus we'll write P, potassium let's write K. Now the minimum requirement is that we should have 75, 50, 50 and 30. All right, this is 50 for us. Okay. The dog food A has how much? Also in 1 kilogram of dog food A, 5 units of calcium, 2 of phosphorus, 3. So 5, 2, 3. 5, 2, and 3. In B it is 4, 6, 3. So let me write down 4, 6, 3. So that is all the information which has been provided to you. Now this could be translated into equations, right? So first set of equation is constraints. So what are our constraints? Now these are very important steps which you need to follow to solve such questions. Now y kilograms of A, x kilograms of B, 5 units of calcium, 4 units of calcium, we need 75 minimum, right? So that gives us one equation, which is 5y plus 4x should be greater than equal to 75. Clear? For phosphorus, it is 2y plus 6x greater than equal to 50, and for potassium it is 3y plus 3x greater than or equal to 30. Now what is the objective? Objective is that cost should be minimum. So we are looking for minimum cost. So the cost is going to be y kg of A, right? So which is $20. So we can say 20y plus 16x. So we need to minimize this quantity. Amount in dollars, right? This is amount in dollars. Okay. So I hope this situation is absolutely clear now. You can pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestion. Let's begin from a new page, right? So we'll just copy all this information and then work out a solution. Okay, now let's copy the information which we had collected. So let me redraw the table first. Then we'll rewrite our equations. That will help us to understand the question better. And also, there are a few things which I have missed earlier we can discuss, right? So what we have here is the two types of dog food, A and B. And we are assuming, we have defined the variables x and y. So we have defined the variable x for B and y for A, correct? We are looking for calcium, potassium, phosphorus and potassium. These are the three major ingredients. And their ratios are 5:2:3 and 4:6:3. What we need is 75, 50 and 30. That's what we need. So based on this, we do get our equations, and the equations are 5y plus 4x should be greater than or equal to 75. Now, so that is the first equation. To actually sketch this inequality, we should find the intercepts, right? So let's find the intercepts right here. So if I write x equals to 0, then my y value will be equal to 75 by 5, correct? Okay, so which is 15. So 1, 25, 15. If I write y equals to 0, the x value will be 75 by 4. So which is a decimal number. Okay. So we could write this as a decimal value, 75 divided by 4 as 18.75. Okay. Now, why am I doing so? Because that helps us to sketch the graph, and we'll actually find solution using the graph. Everything will be in quadrant 1, since you should remember that x and y both should be greater than or equal to 0. One more thing, since we got this decimal point, we'll assume that we are working with whole numbers. Of kilograms, right? That is what we are working in. Okay. So on this axis, we have, let's say, y here and x here. Now, we got the first equation, inequality rather. So where y intercept is at 15, the x-intercept is at 18.75. Let's say we have this as 15, and we kind of draw it like this. So this is 15 for us, and this is 18.75. So, and it's always on this side. right? Okay. So the idea is to get intercepts. To draw any line, we need 2 points, right? So that gives you the 2 points. The next equation is 2y plus 6x should be greater than or equal to 50. Now in this particular case, let's use a different color. If I put x equals to 0, then if x equals to 0, in that case y is equal to 50 by 2, which is 25. And if y equals to 0, in that case x is equal to 50 over 6, which is 25 by 3. Okay. So this line is 25, which is a higher number, let's say here, and 25 by 3 will be, let's say, so this line will cut somewhere here. Let's say this point is 25 over 3, and here we have the value which is 25. So we get the second line. Perfect. Now let's solve the third equation, which is 3y plus 3x should be greater than or equal to 30. So in this case, the x and y intercepts are 10, right? So if x equals to 0, y equals to 30 by 3, which is 10. And if y equals to 0, x equals to 30 by 3, which is also 10. So 10 is more than 25 by 3. So we get this line, right? So this is 8 point something, right? So we get something here. So we get a line which will not go there, but kind of like this. Okay. So 10, 10. So from this situation, we get our solution. Rather, we get the corners of our solution, right? So here, the critical points are these, the corners, which we need to now analyze. And our solution lies in the right-hand corner of this. So feasible region is this. Is this, right? So everything to the right side of this. That is the feasible region. Now what is the objective? The objective is minimum cost. So we look into objective now. That is to say, 20 times y plus 16 times x is the cost. That should be minimum. Perfect. We have seen that the dollar value for A is $20, right? This is dollars per kg. And this is $16 per kg. Okay. So for each point, we'll find the cost. But this corner is not very clear. So let's figure out what is the exact value of this corner. Okay. So for that, we need to solve the orange and this brown line. So the orange line is the very first one, which is 5y plus 4x equals to 75. And the other line is 2y plus 6x equals to 50. Okay. So to solve this, what we can do is we can multiply, okay, this line by 3 and that by 2, right? So rewrite. This we will do times 3. So we get 15y plus 12x equals to 3 times 225. Correct. And this line will do, this is what we did times 3, right? This is we do 3 times. And this line we will do times 2. So if I do times 2, I get 4y plus 12x equals to 100. And now we'll take away. Okay, so we'll take away. So we get 11 minus 4, 15 minus 4 is 11y, and here it is 125. Or y is equals to 125 by 11, which is slightly more than 11, right? So it is 125 divided by 11. It is 11.36. 11.36. Okay, slightly more than 11. Now, since we are rounding the numbers, let me round this to 11. So y, I am rounding to 11. And we'll see what we get for x if we round y to 11. Okay. Now, we could use any one of these equations. So let's do the first one, it's 2y. So let's substitute 11 for y. So what we are doing is we are substituting y equals to 11 in our equation. Is that okay? So substituting 11 here, we get 2 times 11 plus 6x equals to 50. So 6x equals to 50 minus 22, or x equals to, let's calculate this. 50 minus 22 is 28. We'll do 28 divided by 6, which is divided by 6 equals to roundabout 4.6. 4.6. So we'll round this higher to 5, correct? So that makes sense, rounding to this number. So this particular point here is for us, the x value is 5 and the y value is 11, correct? So we get all our corners. So these corners for us are what? For each corner, we are going to check the value of cost, correct? So for each corner, we are going to check the value of cost. Whichever is minimum is our solution. Perfect. So the first corner is, let's begin with the very first one, which is x value of 0, y value of 25. As far as the cost is concerned, x is $16, right? So the cost is concerned, this is $16 and that is at $20, correct? Now let us work out the cost. The cost function C is 20 times y plus 16x. So for our first point, the cost is 20 times y is 25. That is 0, right? So this is equal to, well, 500, right? Now let's look into the second point. Let's do them in different inks. Second point is 511, right? So now we have 511. The cost is the x value 5, y value is 11. So 20 times 11 plus 16 times 5. Now this is equal to how much? 20 times 11 plus 16 times 5 is equal to 300. Now let's see the third value, which is 1875. We are taking this as a round number as 19, right? So this we'll take as 19 since we are rounding to whole kgs. So in that case, the cost will be, the x value is 19. So the point here is 19,0. X cost is 16. So we get 19 times 16, which is equal to 19 times 16 equals to 304. Well, this was 300. Correct? So by comparing, what we notice is that 511 gives us the minimum value. We rounded them higher and we did get what we wanted. You should also check that if 5 is the kg for x, then 5 times 4 is 20 and 11 is y, we get 55. Do you see that 55? So when you add them up, you do get 75. So it works. If I write 5 and 11 here, 5 times 6 is 30, 11 is 22. We do get more than 50. And in the last case, if I'm taking this as 5, 11, that is, this is 11, this is 5, then we have 33 here and 15 here. So it is definitely more than 30. So that also meets the criteria of calcium, phosphorus, and potassium. Perfect. So our answer here is that A and B, so dog food A should be 11 kgs, right? And B should be 5 kg for a minimum cost, which is going to be $300. Correct? So that is how you can solve this question. So I hope that you find this solution interesting and useful. Feel free to write your comments and share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'll be great. Also, you can always share my videos with your friends. Thanks a lot and all the best.